What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So we got quite a few things to talk about. Today is Friday the 5th. I am going to give you guys those payout dates for the February emergency allotment. I'm also going to explain to you guys, hold on, I'm trying to look it up. Just know we got a lot of information that we need to go over. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys is the Golden State stimulus. That is a $600 stimulus that supposedly our Governor Newsom in California wanted to give to us. It was originally supposed to be given to people who qualify for the earned income tax credit in, I believe, 2019. However, as of February 1st, or at least that's when this article is dated, there is an update to that. There's been a new proposal. Now, I don't know if this proposal is going to go through or if the one that I just mentioned is going to go through, but either way, I just thought it would be a good idea to give you guys the information on it. So it says a report from California's Legislative Analyst Office suggests the state could actually send $1,800 stimulus payments, 3 times as much as Governor Newsom proposed. Okay, a new state report suggests changes to Governor Gavin Newsom's proposed Golden State stimulus plan. The Legislative Analyst Office says lawmakers should consider changes that would increase the amount of the stimulus payment, but limit the number of the people who actually receive it. Okay, so like I told you guys, the governor's current plan calls for $600 stimulus payments to about 4 million people in the state at a cost of $2.4 billion. It would automatically be sent to 2019 taxpayers who receive the California Earned Income Tax Credit, also known as California EITC, along with 2020 taxpayers with individual tax identification numbers. So those who recently just got their ITIN numbers who receive a California EITC number would also qualify for the stimulus, the $600 stimulus, okay? It says that the report from the LAO, which is the analyst office, whatever, finds the governor's approach doesn't help many people who lost income during the pandemic and suggests that lawmakers use a different approach to get the money to populations in need. Then, in quote, it says, due to enhanced unemployment insurance, the UI benefits and stimulus checks, income in 2020 for most EITC workers was similar, if not higher, than their income in 2019, the report states. In contrast, ITIN taxpayers and other undocumented workers have faced significant income loss, but have not received the UI benefits or stimulus check. So it's saying that they suggest instead of the $600 payments, the state could provide the $1,800 payments to the ITIN filers with incomes below $30,000. ITIN filers were not eligible for the federal stimulus payments. The LAO approach would pay them the same amount that the other taxpayers received from the federal government. So it sounds like, and since that's in total how much we received $1,200 from the first stimulus, and then we received $600 in the second stimulus, so that's $1,800. So what they want to do is give an $1,800 payment to those who have their ITIN numbers who didn't qualify for the federal stimulus and cut out everybody else. I don't necessarily like that plan. I mean, you guys let me know how you feel about it at the bottom. I don't like the fact that they're trying to cut out certain people just based off of what they feel they have or what they got. Even with the unemployment benefits, there were a lot of people who got unemployment benefits that only qualify for $50 a week. And even with enhanced benefits, maybe they got $350. And when they were first getting it, they got $650. But there was a period where if they were still receiving their benefits without the federal boost, they were only getting just the $50 a week. So $50 and $50 for 2 weeks, that's only $100 for 2 weeks. So $200 for a month. So I feel like even though their intent is good, they're not really looking at the whole picture. It's kind of like what they're trying to do with the stimulus, the regular stimulus that they're trying to pass now. They want to dedicate it to those who have a certain income. And in that situation, that makes sense. If you have a couple that is making $75,000 per person in the household, and you have two people in the household, that's $150,000. I don't think that they're struggling for money unless, of course, like I said, they've lost their job or anything has happened. But in that situation, they are sufficient. Those who are making below that amount, those who are making below 50,000 or even below 40,000. And the point I'm trying to make is that they don't know everybody's individual circumstance. Even a person who was making $50,000 before the pandemic could have gotten laid off. Maybe their unemployment benefits is not paying them as much as they need to cover their bills. If that person is in a household by themselves and they have more than one child, or it's not just them, it's like there's all these different factors that they're not taking into consideration. I think that they should just set an income cap and leave it as that. Stop trying to say that, oh, well, because they got unemployment benefits that they don't qualify. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. I'm rambling, but that's how I feel about that. I just don't think that it makes any sense whatsoever. Then outside of that, I received a notification yesterday where now one of the Senates wants to give $350 a month. So the federal government will pay most parents of young children $350 per child every month under a groundbreaking new proposal from Senator Mitt Romney, who's the Republican representation of Utah, that would put a serious curb in child poverty. Parents would get $350 for each child younger than 6 and $250 for kids between 6 and 17 under Romney's Family Security Act. That's what he's calling it, which he unveiled Thursday as Democrats prepare to pass a big pandemic relief bill in the coming weeks. Romney's proposal closely resembles a Democratic plan to boost the child tax credits as part of the party's legislation. So, what they're trying to do is, what he's trying to do is mimic the piece of legislation or the proposal that they thought of to increase the taxes. Remember how they want to give $3,600 to children 6 and under, and then $3,000 to children who are between 6 and 17. And they want to spread that out between the 12 months and give it to you ahead of time instead of you getting it at the end of the year. I'm honestly not in favor of that either. I would prefer to have that money at the end of the year, because at the end of the year, I feel like when you get a large lump sum, there's more than you can do with that. I understand most people would prefer to get it right now, but I would prefer for them to give us a choice, whether we want it now or whether we want to wait until we get it at the end of the year. That's just me, but y'all let me know what y'all think about that, okay? The tax credit changes have received less attention than an extension of unemployment benefits, vaccine distribution funds, and the one-time payments of $1,400 for most Americans. But social policy experts are watching the child credit changes closely. The U.S. is one of the only developed countries that doesn't pay parents a child benefit or child allowance. Romney's proposal shows there is bipartisan support for this policy. Okay, so it says that the Democrats want to raise the maximum value of the child tax from $2,000 to $3,600 and make it fully refundable. So that's the child tax credit that I was just telling you guys about. Romney's Family Security Act is bolder in their eyes. It would pay benefits through the Social Security Administration instead of the Internal Revenue Service, which has less experience with monthly payments. So that part I do agree with. If they were to pass something like this, the fact that the Social Security Administration has more experience distributing monthly payments, because that's what they do already, then it will probably be a lot more effective, time effective, for them to be in charge of distributing these payments. My only thing is if you're not receiving any funds from Social Security Administration, will it take longer? What process would they have to put into effect for those who are not already receiving benefits from Social Security Administration? For those who already are, it would be pretty easy, right? The new payments would replace several tax benefits, including the child tax credit and the deduction for state and local taxes, as well as the entire temporary assistance for needy families program, all likely non-starters for the Democrats. So they want to cut out basically any welfare benefits or TANF benefits for everybody completely. He's like, we'll just give them $350 a month per child or $300 per child. And then they don't get the other benefits anymore. Again, I'm not really liking that. That's not okay for me. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm definitely not feeling that, okay? it says here that under, this is what Mitt Romney is saying. Let me just give you guys a little bit of a clue of how he's thinking. So it says that he says that under Obama's plan, you wouldn't have to work and you wouldn't have to train for a job. Romney's 2012 campaign ad said, they just send your welfare check. Doesn't that seem kind of crude and rude? So he's saying that you don't have to train and you don't have to get a job. There are plenty of programs that, actually all the programs, as far as I'm aware of, when you get CalWorks is when they give you money and food stamps. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to give you a little bit of information. This pertains to California, but there's a program called CalWorks. You get both money from the state and you also get food stamps from the state. However, if you are not already working, you would have to take up some type of vocational training or participate in one of their job programs in order for you to get the money. If you don't do that, then you will be sanctioned and could possibly lose your benefits. I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about. I know that they have a separate program called General Relief, which is for people who don't have children. CalWorks is for people who have children. If you don't have any kids, then you would get General Relief, and they have the same program as CalWorks does. You have to participate in some program that will either give you put you in vocational training, and 9 times out of 10, they will help you get into it. They will pay for it. If you need uniforms, if you need bus fare, they will help you with those things. They will give you gas money. If you have a car, if you don't have a car, they'll give you bus fare to help you get on the bus. But you have to participate in a program. You have to show that you are trying to not be receiving general relief for the rest of your life. Otherwise, again, you could be sanctioned and you risk losing your benefits. So I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but that just goes to show how the mindset of some people are. They just think that everybody is basically just sitting and on their butts waiting on money. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are some people that are actually doing that, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about the people who are actually saying, you know what, this is not going to be me for the rest of my life. I do actually want to do something with my life. I do actually want to be better. So on that note, I'm going to move on. Now, let's talk about the states that have been approved for February emergency allotments. I'm going to give you guys the payout dates. It's not going to be in alphabetical order, the first part and then the second part, because I had to write down the new ones and I wasn't going to go back and rewrite everything all over again, okay? So just bear with me. You're just going to have to listen to this all the way through if you want to hear your state, okay? So, Colorado, February 7th and 12th. DC, February 27th and March 6th. Florida, February 10th. Georgia, February 24th through the 27th. Hawaii, March 8th. Illinois, February 20th and the 21st. Iowa, March 1st through the 10th. Kansas, March 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, February 2nd through the 19th. Maine, February 10th. Mississippi, February 2nd. Missouri, February 1st through the 22nd. Montana, February 2nd through the 6th. North Carolina, February 22nd through the 28th. And then March 1st through the 3rd. Ohio, February 28th, Rhode Island, February 4th, South Carolina, February 1st through the 19th, Vermont, March 15th, Virginia, February 16th, Washington, February 1st and the 2nd for already approved households, and then staggered through the 2nd through the 20th. West Virginia, February 4th, and then March 9th. And then Wyoming will be dispersed based off of the first letter of your last name, which should have already gone out between February 2nd and today, the last day, the 5th. Then I have Alabama, February 25th, Alaska, March 1st through the 10th, Arizona, regular issuance states, Arkansas, February 15th, 20th, and 25th, Indiana, February 5th through the 23rd, staggered odd days only, Maryland, February 1st through the 28th, Michigan, February 18th through the 28th for currently approved households, and then the first week of March for catch-up. New Hampshire, February 2nd, 5th, 9th, 17th, and 23rd, and then those exact same dates in March, okay? Then New Mexico, February 1st through the 28th, North Dakota, February 16th, Oklahoma, February 10th through the 15th, South Dakota, March 24th through the 31st. Tennessee, regular issuance dates between February 1st through the 20th. Texas, February 2nd through the 8th. Utah, February 28th. Wisconsin, February 20th. And then for late and reinstated cases, they will do a final run April 10th. I don't know why it's all the way in April. But that is all I have for you guys today. You guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Remember to live, love, and elevate. Peace.